This, the original gig where they are country and wrap it up. And you bust and you throw it out. And you have all different style. You can throw it out and it fall on the ground and you pick it up. We call it, we have the one we call the sleep. You should know the sleeper. And you have it, you hold it in your hand. But more interestingly, when our parents trekked away back in the days, it was always if I box you, you whistle like peanut cards. No, you can always hear the peanut card coming because it whistles and it whistles very loud.
Right.
This is a washing board. Filled with water, washing your clothes. You sit over that pack of clothes, you soap up, and you scrub.
So you rub the clothes along it?
On it.
Okay.
To get out the dirt. And this is what I've been asking
So what
about.
What is the bat?
This is
So when you beat up, so talk to me about the crane.
So the crane would have been used by the peasants, mostly by the peasants, because it's a culture that came up from the marooned people. So the crane is what they used to preserve meat. So you hang that over the wood fire.
Tyrone,
what's up, man?
I'm good.
Welcome to the music. Welcome, GB. Welcome.
So let me ask you something. How long has this museum been in existence?
The People's Museum has been around since 1961.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And what is the admission cost?
We presently charge $100 for students, $600 for adults.
Okay then.
Right? And tertiary students with IDs, they pay $300.
Okay then. And what's the opening hours?
From 9 to 4, Monday to Thursday, and on a Friday we go up to 3.
Alright, so you're ready for show me the item because my abdel is walking, is touring with me. Alright, so we're ready?
Definitely.
Lead the way.
Come with me.
Yes. Tyrone, the first item that I'm seeing is this right here. What is this?
Alright, let me answer by asking you a question. You have a fridge at home?
Yes, I do.
Is one of those fridges you push a button and get cold water through the door?
Yeah.
Alright. You can equate this to something like that.
Okay then.
This is called a dripstone water filter. Something that would be found in a middle class to rich person's home. Right? The water is carried from the river or wherever you get clean water. And the water is poured into the limestone.
Yeah.
It would eventually soak through the rock. Like it has pores like a skin, and it goes into the cooling jar.
Okay.
And this keeps the water cool. Not as cold as the fridge, but very cool. And once you dip the water from this, you have the only thing you need to do is drink. Yeah.
So this filtered water.
Yes.
Right. So now we're looking at a type of crane.
Yes, sir.
GB, you must have crane on your yard. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes. You're going like say
But it wasn't so small.
It wasn't so small, don't it?
Yes.
So talk to me about the crane.
So the crane would have been used by the peasants, mostly by the peasants, because it's a culture that came up from the marooned people. So the crane is what they used to preserve meat. So you hang that over the wood fire.
Do you recognize any of these items? Well, test your Jamaican knowledge at kareemsquest.com.
Just like the setting where we try to replicate here. So you have the wood fire, and every time you cook, the smoke along with the salt that is already rubbed into the meat will help to preserve the meat. I tell you something, it's like on the pot there, the kimbo.
Yeah.
Let me show you. The kimbo pot would be open on the fire. So the oil from the meat in the crane would drip into the pot and flavors the pot. No meat is in the pot. But when you are drinking that soup, you're searching for the meat. Just the oil that drips from the hog tribe or the cow tribe, whatever tribe they have up there, are meat.
Oh, it comes
It's a lovely thing. So this is the beautiful kimbo pot.
Alright. Thanks very much.
As time evolved, you put your meat in that, but you don't put any oil.
Yes.
And you cover that tight. So the meat is actually cooked with its own juice.
Oh, nice, nice.
And in some cases, GB, what I saw my grandmother do, he would skim at some points in the cooking.
Yes.
He opens the pot and he skims that oil.
Okay.
And that oil is used days, weeks after. You just tip some in your pot and it flavors your food.
Flavor.
Alright, so now I'm looking at the commode.
Yes.
Explain what the commode is.
This
Go ahead, G.
This is usually in a neat little corner of the bedroom. It's upper class folks, middle upper class persons would have this. And that would be used in the
So
night.
they couldn't reach, they couldn't go to the latrine?
It would be outside of the house. And you would not expect them, especially the missus, to go out at night. So anything other than urination would happen and you deal with that. It's nice to place in a corner.
Who emptied that out?
The helper.
Oh.
But
At that time was called the maid.
I tell you something,
Just
GB.
in uniform. The lower class people didn't go out there either. The lower class, mostly women would and teenage girls would use this in the night, and it has this nice cover.
What is it called?
A pail.
Ale. So you don't remove the cover to do a number 1, but you have to remove it to do a number 2.
So then who was it? We think I will hold the cover up with him and after my little brother them and them stuff they urinate on the top.
But if you had no choice,
That's what
it's
I'm
not God, a ball in the air that are born into, alright?
it's all part of the
But it
process.
was fixed.
Alright, GB, you just get excited about something. What is this?
This is a washing board filled with water, washing your clothes. You sit over that pack of clothes, you soap up, and you scrub
So you rub the clothes along it?
on it
Okay.
to get all the dirt. And this is what I've been asking
So what the
people
bat?
about.
What is the bat?
This is
So when you beat up,
spots, dirty spots, hard spots
Yes,
to come
ma'am.
out.
that's when you don't beat so much in a food error. Everything will take for beating.
But it works. The spot is not welcome, you beat it.
You beat it
You
out?
soap it and you beat it out. But I will do well with one of this now in my life.
Okay. Tyrone, you did a card me about said me can't play a gig like how you play a gig. Or you throw the gig.
Kareem, me see you do a thing like so.
I never said, no, you think a marble, you think
Kareem,
a
that's
dice.
the one you buy, Mr. Chin. Me I talk about this, the original gig where they are country and wrap it up. And you bust and you throw it out.
Yeah.
And you have all different style. You can throw it out and it fall on the ground and you pick it up. We call it, you have the one we call the sleep. You should know the
So make
sleeper.
it sleep.
And you have it, you hold it in your hand. But more interestingly, one of the things we did as boys, we had competitions
Please don't he said boys.
called
That
Split
gender
Split it.
differences.
Yeah.
where for 50 cents or 20 cents, anybody who can drop their gig and
Yes.
another guy gig and
Yes.
split it,
Yes.
get 50 cents. So
Yeah.
that was part of our enjoyment as boys.
Yes.
Good.
And one of the beautiful things as we can see is that we made our own toys.
Oh yes.
Yes.
So it meant something to us.
True.
Dolls?
True.
Yes.
Corn stick dolls.
Yes.
Corn stick
You know the corn cob?
Yeah.
That's a doll, put on clothes. They learn to sew. Some of us girls did. Slingshot,
We have the slingy.
summertime.
Right.
Bird hunting.
The boys shoot bird.
Yes, man.
And we put them there, on a bush.
What
Salt
was
and
that?
pepper.
What's that stone-like thing?
That's actually a ball, you know.
Okay.
That's a cricket ball.
Okay. That's
We
a
have
carpenter ball.
Yeah, we have two in there, the carpenter or the bamboo. This one is the root of the bamboo. The boys would use the glass bottle or an old machete or old knife and they scrape it until they get it as close as possible to a ball. This one now was just the rubber. They wrapped the rubber continuously until it takes the shape of a ball. This one now is showing the gig. Now those of us boys who grew up dirt poor, we never had access to the lathe machine to have somebody at the woodwork shop make a gig for us. So our bigger brothers or fathers
Shape up
would
one.
scrape one with the machete. So this is showing you the process
From
and
where
the
from-
end
From
product
here.
gets done. Yeah, man,
And what about now? So we still have our fresh drink, right?
Yes,
And a
man.
dump truck.
So our fresh drink and make the truck basically
What's a truck?
full drop.
yeah,
You
the
put
box,
it
but we
around.
call it the boxy truck.
Box truck.
You see, we had variety, Kareem. Because look at this, another truck.
I know this. I have the two car them a control it.
Yes. And those times the boys were going around corners. I know that driving was all about
Tell you
corners.
a joke. I had one of these growing up, and when you're sent to the shop and you're allowed to use this, if you come back, if you take too long, you're going to get a beating. Because your mother tell us, you drive. So you're supposed to come back. So you have no reason to take long.
Condon.
You're condon to it.
Yes.
These
It's
are
a
some-
skate.
Yes, that's a skate.
GB, do you remember any of the candies that you would have in your time?
Candy. Paradise Plum.
Paradise Plum.
Well, my favorite. Paradise Plum. Mint ball. Car sweetie.
Car sweetie?
That truck shape.
Yes.
Vans.
I've seen some of those.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're usually quite big
Ah.
and sugary.
You know Buster?
Of
Everybody know
course.
Buster.
I used to go to
No,
the
but
factory.
I know it.
We had a
as where-
factory in Brownstone in St. Anne.
Buster?
Buster, where we go to where they make the grate
And it's coconut, you know.
everything. And we got
It's
it
pretty
hot
healthy except for
in the coconut shell.
Whoa.
That was
And it
treat
had a
for-
strip of paper on the side.
Yes.
It was a bit difficult, so you just put
Sometimes,
everything in
yes.
your
Sometimes we
Yes.
couldn't bother to have the people just eat it.
I wonder
Yes.
why they manufacture them
It was
with
for
paper though.
Buster, don't know why
I guess that's
call
why they baked
Buster.
it.
Is it because it
Maybe.
was
Yeah,
Maybe.
good? Buster man, the backbone, saying that
It's
tough.
strong.
But I know it has Dunsi.
You know that Dunsi?
Yeah.
Interesting. First minute.
No, man, I've never heard that name before.
Penny Dunsi, Miss Sims. And you get 4.
I get 4?
Yes.
When I take me back down the road and I get hungry. Because now you got to talk about the penny, don't see me, I remember 10-cent bullet.
Yes.
And so, you know,
So this item is still used today, but it's such a pivotal item in terms of our craftsmanship and something that provides job opportunities for so many. The peanut cart.
yes.
Tell me about it.
I start with telling you that this was when our parents threatened me back in the days, it was always if I box you, you whistle like peanut
Peanut
cart.
cart.
No, you can always hear the peanut cart coming because it whistles and it whistles very loud.
Right.
But what-
Soak up the sun on pristine beaches, ride horses through the ocean, feel the zipline rush. With Kareems Quest Tours, discover Jamaica's hidden gems, find amazing places to stay, and learn the secrets of our island plans. Your unforgettable adventure awaits.
Right.
But what causes the whistling is that if you're looking here, you're looking at 3 sections to the cart. So this is the carrier, and under this they would have the fire. In the second section they have water, and then this was placed in the water.
Okay.
So whenever the water gets too hot, what causes the whistling is the steam being released. So this controls all of that.
Yeah.
And then the peanut was placed in here in paper bags.
You know the brown
Yeah, man.
like that?
So when you
Peanut man still sell today.
there you go. When you
Yes.
buy a peanut from this, you're getting a peanut warm or
Warm.
hot.
Nice.
And it's kept warm by all that is going on here.
Okay, Tyrone, tell us what is this?
I said GB looking quite intensely.
I have no idea what it is.
Alright, this is called a coconut or cassava grater. This was an industrial grater.
Okay.
So you
feed it through here.
So you have one person where GB is, their job was to feed the pieces in. And somebody be turning it like this.
So you wouldn't have to cut it in the fine pieces that with the
You
that
cut it into
manual.
pieces and pack those pieces in.
Okay, and it makes it into smaller bits then.
Just
Shred
like
it,
you
shred
shred
it.
it.
Yeah.
Just like you shred it on the grater. This
Oh, so
does all of
this
that.
is an industrial
Shredder.
coconut.
There you go.
Grater.
So they
Thank
collected the
you.
pieces here in a trough and
Yes.
then bring it to wherever they boil the
The
coconut,
oil,
extract
you
the
have to
oil
get
from.
oil,
Because this
the
is basically
custard.
for making coconut.
Coconut oil.
Alright.
Wow.
Alright, so before we end, we have to debunk something whether or not it's a myth. So, legend has it that, well, first of all, we're at the old King's house, and legend has it that there's a tunnel here. Is that true?
It's true.
It's true? Where does the tunnel go from?
Alright, originally the tunnel led from Port Henderson in Portmore
Right.
all the way into Spanish Town.
Really?
Yes, it was used by the Spanish.
How much of that tunnel would still be accessible?
A good percentage of it. As to put a number to it, I would not be able to tell you like say 50 or 30%, but a good percentage of it is still accessible.
When the Spanish were escaping due to the British invasion, do you presume that they would have used that tunnel?
Yes, it's possible that they did.
Okay, so prior to that though, what would they have used the tunnel for?
For transporting weapons,
food supply underground into the town of Spanish Town.
Looking at these historic items demonstrate so many wonderful things about our foreparents. Their creativity, innovation, and persistence for a better Jamaica. I saw things that can cure meat, filter water, and then when you look at the beautiful craftsmanship, it tells so much about our history. It also reinforces the fact that we're little but we tall. As usual, stay safe and walk good.